Hello fam, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing good. I hope you're having a fantastic life. Today's topic is an interesting one. What is dating in 2025 like for you as a woman that is out there dating? If you're single and you're out there dating, what has your experience been like? It's very tough, I tell you. It's not an easy one. People are complaining. People have a lot talk about. In this video, we're going to talk about everything. Let's get started.
I want a wife, but I just don't want to get married.
What? You what?
There's just something about a contractual agreement disguised as love and commitment that scares me.
So you want to give her the title of wife, but you can't sign her?
No, I want all the benefits of having a wife. I just don't want to be married though. Like I want to eat a good meal, but I don't want to help wash the dishes and clean the kitchen.
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Let a man talk long enough, he'll tell you everything you need to know. And he's not the only man who feels like this. A lot of these men, if they're honest, they will admit they don't actually want to be married. They hate the idea of commitment. They want the freedom to be able to say, if I like her better than you, I can just go ahead and be with her. No attachment. You don't lose half of your income. None of those things. The men who feel like this are not men who can afford a cook, a chef, a nanny, a maid. They can't afford those things. But the cheapest option is a wife. And after years of trying to convince women that they benefit more from marriage, women are realizing, no, because you only want to work 40 hours a week, but I got to work 24/7. My job never ends. Not to mention the fact that you don't even respect it because that labor isn't compensated monetarily. And that's why the birth rates are dropping and the marriage rates are dropping, because women are saying, what do I get out of it? And for the low cost of half of his paycheck, he gets a nanny, a cook, a chef, a maid, a personal assistant, a chauffeur. He gets it all. Not to mention he wants her to be submissive as well. They've convinced women that your whole life should be dedicated to serving them. Imagine one person doing the labor of at least 5 people, and all it costs you is half your salary. Who wouldn't want a wife?
The reality of dating in 2025 as a woman. There are a lot of things you have to be aware of. Let's start off with the dating apps scam here. A lot of men are on the internet, on dating apps to be specific. Some of them are also on social media like Instagram, Facebook, looking for women to scam. Some of them are not out there looking for women to date because they truly want to date them. No, they're looking for women they can scam and use as a bank. These men know they are broke. They know they have nothing to offer because a lot of men, what they usually have to offer is money. So when you meet a man that has nothing more to offer than money and that man is broke, it means he has nothing to offer. Yeah. So a lot of those men have nothing to offer because they are broke, but they don't want to be single at the same time and they don't know how to get money. The best bet is go on social media, on dating app, find a woman that has money that they can trick into spending the money on them, all in the name of love, and then use her as their ATM machine. The dating scam that women are experiencing on dating apps are numerous. They come in different forms. But before we continue with this conversation, let's have a look at some TikTok videos.
Hey guys, let me tell you how I was ripped off on a dating app years ago after being single coming out of a long-term relationship. Never ever send money on a dating app, no matter what reason they wrap it up in. And I'm sure they can come up with a billion excuses. So, okay, this was the scam. I was out of work, vulnerable. So the guy claimed he lived out of state. I don't even know who I was actually talking to. A lot of people, they steal pictures of, it's always going to be somebody that's very, very attractive to get your attention. So who in the hell was I really talking to? So this was a scam. He said, I work for Southwest Airlines. I'm like, well, I'm out of work. My finances are poor. So he said, I tell you what, you help me, I'll help you. He said, I'll pay one of your utility bills. Okay, I chose Southern California Edison. I gave this guy my Southern California Edison account number, everything. It appeared that the bill went through. Now, scammers, what they do is it'll appear as if the transaction on their end went through, but it didn't. It'll either be from a stolen credit card or a check. Now, by the time Southern California Edison caught the fact that these were fraudulent funds, it takes minimum 3 business days. So he said, okay, I tell you what, you send me the money to pay for the airline ticket. I sent him $700 Western Union. You guys, if you send something Western Union, you have an hour or less to go and retrieve your money back. And as a matter of fact, at the counter at the Western Union, they'll have all kind of signs saying, do you think you're scammed? Think about it now. The second lesson that I learned was my intuition was telling me halfway through the process, something ain't right, don't do it. I didn't follow my intuition. And the guy seemed very, very controlling. He seemed kind of mean and kind of stern. You guys, guess what? If you come out of that kind of relationship, if you're not careful, you always go back towards what's familiar. I'm telling you, you have to see your cycle, your patterns. You cannot break a pattern or cycle unless you acknowledge it and you are willing to change. So I said, So anyway, I sent him the money, and I didn't know at that time that you can go grab your money back from Western Union within an hour. I lost my money. That burnt me so bad, but hey, isn't that how you learn?
Dating apps have made dating so easy compared to how dating used to be in the past, where you have to make a lot of effort. You need to dress up. You need to leave the comfort of your home. Be out there, be it in the club, at event centers, be it at conferences, anywhere, just to meet someone. That is a lot of effort. But with dating app, all you need is having that app on your phone or your device, be it your tablet or your computer. You can easily operate on that app from anywhere. You can be in your toilet, you're using your app. You can be on your bed, in your pages. You don't necessarily need to make so much effort to be on a dating app. So that makes it so easy for anyone to be on the app and use the app. Some people use dating apps as cushion after a breakup, because chatting with someone else can easily make them take their mind off their just ended relationship. I guess that was her own case. I mean, the TikTok video we just watched. When you find yourself in such a situation, it's very easy for you to fall prey. You're obviously in a vulnerable situation. So I don't think it is a great advice for anyone that is nursing a heartbreak to be on a dating app. You need to get onto that app with clear head, clear eyes, with your emotions intact, just not to get scammed or fall prey. I'm not in any way saying that people that have clear head, clear emotions cannot fall prey. They can. Have you heard of homosexuals? We're going to get to that later. Let's have a look at this video.
I've been scammed as well. It's a big story. He said he's already retired, but he said the commander postponed, that they are supposed to fly back home, and the commander said they can go home. And I think the rest of the message verbatim is he can go home, but he needs money. So I'm really sorry that you fell for this. I myself did too, very similar. Guy was stationed in Poland through a contractor, NGA, which all of that is real. And yeah, he was going to retire, and I actually met him on a dating app, and he said the only reason he was given permission to go on the dating app was because he was retiring in 2 months. So talked with him, unfortunately fell in love with him. Again, just like many of you, never seeing them or hearing their voice, because there's always an excuse. His phone that he was using was the company phone, and he could only use it for what he was using it for. He was able to send pictures, but other than that, he couldn't video chat or talk on the phone. In the end, it was a big scam. So I just want to let people know that, yes, they can be let go early, and in certain circumstances, depending on what part of the military they're in. And it really depends on if they're actually in the military. For instance, the guy I was talking to claimed he was a contractor, which meant that he wasn't actively in the military. If you're actively in the military, they'll fly you home on their plane. There's no need. I also came across someone that I talked to for a while, and he claimed he was in the Air Force, worked down the road. So apparently that was his civilian job, was working for the Air Force. Wanted to come visit me because he was in a different state. Went to the airport, because apparently that's what you're supposed to do, go in person to buy a ticket. And the ticket was like, I don't remember, $1,800, and he needed 1,000 on him. But because it was so, such short notice, that's why it was so expensive, and he wanted me to pay him $800. I'm like, dude, I'm not paying you $800 for you to come see me. It's not happening. For the longest time, I mean, it went on and on. He even then started having a friend text me, telling me how he's crying and he's so distraught. I'd only known this dude for like a week. Like, it was crazy. And probably for a good month, maybe 2, I don't even remember, he would still come back and say, did you get the money yet for me to come see you? I'm like, dude, if you wanted to come see me, you could have drove here. Like, you don't need to come on a plane. So he finally left. But Yeah, militaries will usually fly you back.
On dating apps, women need to be very careful because men are very tricky and very strategic. I'm not in any way saying that we don't have some women on dating apps scamming men and even women. We know all that happen. Like I've always said, in every gender, we've got the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are focusing on what men are doing to women in this video and on this channel. That being said, let's continue the conversation. Men use emotional comfort. Women crave for emotional support, emotional comfort. Even in their relationships, they crave for that more than anything. Women love to connect emotionally, and men understand that. If a woman is single, she's open to having an emotional relationship with a man. Not all single women, but women love to connect that with, get what I mean. Someone that will check in with you, someone that will ask you about your day, what's going on, your struggles and all that, your challenges. Women appreciate gestures like that, and some men understand that. On dating app, women easily fall prey for men that are offering them emotional comfort. Even women that might be in relationships and find themselves on dating app just trying to chit chat, some of them might fall prey. They might even get hooked to a man that is showing emotional support to them. What I'm saying in essence is that men use emotional comfort, emotional support to get to women on dating app. A man being so caring about your daily activity, who you are, who you talk to, your mental health. That man truly might not really care. It just might be his own strategy. This is what those scammers, those Yahoo boys, they use. They are willing to chat with you from morning to night, the next day, all week, all month, because it's their own way of showing they really do care. Women love men showing them attention. When I mean attention, I mean emotional support, mental support, like I already said. Even if the person is not there physically, they love it. So you can easily make a woman fall for you if you use this strategy. Some men are also out there looking for women that they will use as shelter. Women that have got houses, an apartment, be it personally owned or rented. They don't care as long as you have a roof over your head. Some men on dating apps are still living with their parents and they're looking for a woman to use as shelter. Such men are called homosexuals. Just be careful.
Listen to me. I could give any of you guys advice. This is what I would say. Don't destroy your peace. Don't help nobody. Back in December, I let this man move into my house. We had a relationship, situationship. It was the worst mistake of my life. He, of course, when you meet people at first, it's the representative. It's the good person. It's all of that, like the fake person. He lied to me about paying his mother's rent. He lied to me just about a plethora of things that I later found out were not true. And then now he's trying to stir up some sort of controversy. As you guys know, he bit through my finger. I still have nerve damage in my left index finger from this particular individual. I was trying to give him some more time to get his things together so that he could just move accordingly. But it seems that with these kind of demographic of people, you just cannot do that. And that's what I learned here. I don't wish this on anybody tonight. The police will be coming to my house in a little bit. He called them, which is fine because I would like to speak to them. I just want him to go, and I just want to live my life with my children. He also made up a narrative about me saying that my kids, trained my children to be scared of him or make up stories about him. My children are 4 and 8 years old. If you've ever met my children, you know that I don't have to train them to make up anything. If my children are saying things about you, then they are probably true. They're innocent. They are children. I don't even play that game over here, but I just don't wish this on nobody.
So you're really about to make me split the bill with you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it makes sense. You order all this fucking sushi.
It's not even that much, bro. It's only like $70 worth of food.
Yeah, you're paying. So
why would I pay when you're the man?
You're paying. You're paying.
But I'm the girl.
Yeah, but don't order so much fucking food next time.
But I'm the girl you're supposed to pay.
I'll get it next time.
There's not gonna be a next time if you don't pay for this food.
We'll figure it out. Don't you worry.
I don't even have money.
Well, I just told you, don't fucking order all this food next time. Like, you order all of it. You expect me to just pay all of it?
Yeah, because you're the man.
Scamming is not the only challenge that comes with using a dating app. There are other dramas. Going on a first date might come with its own drama, depending on the person you are going on that date with. I've seen a lot of videos of women complaining about their dates, men refusing to pay on the first date, men asking for coffee date, men taking them to the park, not even asking if that's what they want to do, but assuming for them, men saying they don't want to spend their money on someone they barely know, even if they've been chatting for a long time, men expecting sex in return just because they spent money on you on the first date. Some men even use going on a date as hookup. They go on a date with a lady. They are more than happy to pay for the meal with the mindset of getting sex in return. The moment you refuse to sleep with them, you get to see their true character. They flip on you, become hostile, become aggressive. Some might even end up not paying for the meal that they had already agreed to pay for from the get-go. Who do you think should pay for the meal on the first date? This is a very controversial topic. People have different opinions on this. Personally, I think if a man is the one that asked you out on that date, that very first date, he should be the one to pay for the meal. This is my own personal opinion. And not because the man is paying for the meal means that you should order everything in the restaurant. It doesn't make sense. And don't feel pressured to have sex with a man because he paid for your meal. Like, you can't equate those two together. No, your body should be priceless.
How the hell do you invite me on a date and don't pay for my food?
Really? You put the phone out?
Yeah, really? I put my phone out.
What steak is so good? That's cool.
If you invite somebody, don't y'all expect them to pay for your food? You Baby, invited me here.
Don't you expect it? Like, I don't pay for women if I can't touch them. Y'all look like y'all think because you pretty, I'm supposed to be just cashing my money.
The point of the date is to get to know each other.
We didn't know each other. I'm gonna eat. You pay for your food. I pay for my own food, right?
That wasn't part of the. When you invited me on a date, I expected you to pay. I don't have any money, and I told you that. You still gonna sit here and eat in front of me?
Why would you come to a date with no money?
I thought you was gonna pay. You invited me. I didn't make plans. You made the plans. You made the plans. You should have the money.
No, you said we should go out to eat. That's okay. Cool.
No.
We're going out to eat.
No. But who slid in who DMs?
That's fine.
You wanted me. Am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong?
I'm just tired of these broke trying to use.
Nah,
I understand you. I'm saying these broke are trying to use their money. Thinking they
But you put me in the same category as them.
The drama isn't just restricted to going on a date, who pays for the meal, a man not wanting to pay for the meal and all that. We also have to consider the risk of going on a date with a stranger, someone you've never met before. I've heard stories of women losing their lives in the process, women getting chopped up, women getting kidnapped because they chose to go on a date, on a first date or second date with someone they met on the internet. Some women even get gripped in the process. You should also consider verifying the person you've chosen to date on a dating app. When I talk about verification, I'm talking about making sure that you're not being catfished. Catfishing is very, very common on dating apps. Even women do this. They use very nice looking picture of a male and they make you believe the person you're seeing there is who the person you're talking to truly is. But in some cases, that's not always true. So it's important for you to request for a video call just to make sure that the person you're talking to, the profile you're looking at, is the exact person you are talking to.
I can't even lie, man. The amount of men that want to be goddamn treated like princes nowadays is mind blowing. Y'all got to get y'all shit together, man. Y'all act more like women than the women nowadays. And that's a problem. For sure. Free game.
Yeah, let's talk about princess treatment. A lot of men out there are now the ones acting like the princess in a relationship. What do I mean? They now expect the women to be the ones spending on them. I believe in balance. If your partner spends on you, you should reciprocate. You shouldn't be that woman that is only collecting, receiving. No, you should reciprocate if you really do care about your partner, if you do respect your partner. What is now common, or what we are seeing more, is that men don't want to spend, but they want women to be the ones spending on them, buying them gifts, taking them on vacation, on holiday, and all that, all those nice good stuff. I am not in any way saying that a man should not expect the woman he's dating dating or married to spend on him. We know how the society is structured. The society have made us to believe that men are supposed to provide. They're supposed to be the providers. But these days, men expect women to provide for them. Yeah. A man will get into a relationship with you and he'll be expecting you to be the one doing the spending, footing his bills for him. The other day, I made a video, and in that video, I had a video clip where this lady was complaining. She said she recently met a man and the man told her upfront that he's the one that gets spoiled. He told her about how he's the last child in the family, his mother spoils him, his siblings they do the same, so he's expecting her to be the one doing the spoiling. Basically, he's expecting her to be the one sending the flowers. So she was complaining bitterly about it, asking, is it what is now common? Yes, very common out there. Men don't want to be providers anymore. They expect women to be the ones footing the bills. I don't think women have problems with that. But the problem lies where a man is expecting you to foot the bills and still be the one taking care of the house, cleaning up, doing the cooking. Men want working traditional woman. A woman that is into traditional rules and also working, the provider traditional woman. This is what a lot of modern men are looking out for.
We are really living in a generation where a lot of these men think they're princesses and want princess treatment. We live in a generation where a lot of these cute men are in competition with the women over who's the prize. They're in competition of princess treatment, and I'm not doing it. And thankfully, I'm not talking out of experience because I'm not dealing with no one, but I'm talking about this because I see it happen too often. I have friends, I have coworkers, I have neighbors, I have family members. I work at a place where I hear a lot of the patients, a lot of the clients who are males say that they're looking for a woman to date because they need a spot to stay at. A lot of these men are out here looking to date you, females, because they need a place to stay at. A lot of these men are looking to date a female because they need to borrow her car because they don't have a car. They need to borrow her car. A lot of these men are out here trying to date a female who can provide for them. They're trying to see what they can get out of a female, and that's crazy. It's already crazy to think that there's women like that, right? But it makes a little more sense, because back in the days, it used to be like that. Men used to take care of women, but you really have men out here wanting to be taken care of by a woman. And you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not taking care of no man.
The princess treatment men are not just the only men trending. They are not just the only new surprise you should expect if you're dating in 2025. We also have a new trend called performative men. Let's have a look.
Now, I swear, I did not go into making this video planning on wearing the most soft boy performative male sweater I own. But what is performative male, and why are there a bunch of performative male contests going on right now? So the performative male describes this sort of archetype of a hipster soft boy feminist man. And to label this kind of man a performative male means to mark him with a certain amount of suspicion. The performative male contests, which are modeled after one of those celebrity lookalike contests, are really leaning into how artificial it is, regarding the matcha latte and copy of bell hooks for the love of men as a sort of accessory or costume. And that suspicion is not unwarranted, as men looking for dates, for example, often misrepresent themselves and their values. Take, for instance, the phenomenon of conservative men calling themselves moderate or apolitical. And if you're the sort of man who would lie about being moderate, how much more difficult is it to lie about being feminist? Which is a tough break for men who are actually feminist and for whom this is not just a costume.
So I got a tote. I got like tattoos. I may or may not read some Joan Didion here and there, but I gotta say this right now. God forbid a man create an inner life for himself.
I have a pretty good sense of humor about these things. I see why performative male contests are funny. But I'm also going to echo James Factora's concerns here, which is that calling this version of masculinity performative risks making those other toxic versions look like they must then be the real thing. That traditional masculinity, manosphere masculinity, is both natural and the default. Which is not to say that we shouldn't or can't talk about the performative male, run performative male contests. It is just to note that there could be some unintended consequences.
I'm someone that believes in allowing people to express themselves. I don't believe in the school of thought that says everyone has to act a certain way. Regardless, imagine you being in a relationship, thinking that you are in a relationship with a man. Suddenly, he starts being performative. It's obviously a new competition for you because that man is competing to be the female in that relationship. It's a very different situation if you got into a relationship with a female. That's if you're a lesbian. You already know what to expect. But it is shocking to get into a relationship with a straight man and that man wakes up one day and starts acting that way, being performative. Having a performative man as a boyfriend means the both of you are competing. He's trying to take your place as the woman in the relationship. This is far from a man having a feminine trait. Some men are not that masculine. The society, the world is big enough to accommodate people however way they want to be. But for me, if you've decided to be a performative man, then be that. Don't get into a relationship and then switch up and become that. That's my own point of view. What's the whole essence? Like the name implies, performative. You're being fake. So I'm even thinking about it. What are they doing that for? Are they making mockery of women? Are they making mockery of feminism? Or what? If you know what it is, please let me know in the comment section because I'm so curious to know.
You ask him, why don't you just leave me? If you don't love me, why don't you just leave me? If you're going to put me through all these things and treat me this way, why don't you just leave me? If you don't want to be with me, why don't you just leave me? Because he's not going to. Because if he's benefiting from you, he's not going to leave you. A man does not leave a woman, usually ever. Women go and get the divorce papers. A man is not going to leave a woman that he's benefiting from. You're raising his children. You're making his house a home. You're telling him who he needs to be. You're holding him to a higher standard than he holds himself. You are creating a character of him that is like up here that he's never going to get from the outside view because the outside view sees how he actually is. He is in love with the convenience of you. Is he in love with who you actually are? I know he should be. I know you're amazing. You know you're amazing. And somebody else will know you're amazing and treat you the way you're supposed to be treated. He is in love with the convenience of you. Maybe you raise his children. Maybe you do all these things for him. And you just nagging him to change and please love you and please show you affection and please just hug you and all these things. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't like you. And I'm really sorry. And there is nothing wrong with you that he doesn't like you. He doesn't even like himself. He doesn't like himself. His dumb bullshit ass excuses about, oh, I was never loved as a child. I don't know how to love. You are a grown man. If you can learn how to be a pipe fitter, electrician, I don't care if you're a musician. You learned how to do something. You can learn how to make your woman feel loved. It's bullshit. It's a cop-out. You're too good for him. Leave him.
Let's talk about the placeholder trend. Some men get into relationship with women not because they truly care for that woman. They do that because of what the society expects them to do, what their friends expect them to do. They do that because of the pressure they're getting from their peers. Oh, you need to be in a relationship. You are a man. You need to show the world you're a man by finding yourself a woman. So in that relationship, he does not care about her. But he has this need, this feeling, this urge to keep the relationship going just to please outsiders, not even the girl. Some men even get into relationship with the hopes to get the benefits that comes with having a woman around. Having a woman around or being in a relationship with a woman comes with a lot of benefits. Free sex, that is if that woman is sexually active with you as a man. Free meals, if she's the type that cooks. If she's the type that is very domesticated and believes in the patriarchy way of doing things, a woman should be the one to take care of the man. Then such benefits comes with being in a relationship with her. Men are very much aware of this. They look for the good, the right target, and then they get into a relationship with such women. Not because they care, but because they want to keep using her to advance their life. It might not be financially dependent, but they gain in other ways, if you get what I mean. If you're in a relationship with such a man, you become a placeholder. He wouldn't want to let you go because he does not want to miss out on those benefits, and he wouldn't also want to treat you well because he does not like you. He's not interested. He's just there because of what he stands to gain. So if you're in a relationship with a man that is not treating you right, or he's not letting go, don't think it's a good thing. That alone is a sign for you to walk away, because that man might never let go. It's not love. It's not because he cares. It's for his own selfish reason.
And I'm telling you now that many men think the way that I think. I've met many women who were 5 and 6s in the face, but their bodies were immaculate. So what I would do, I would lust after their bodies, right? I would try to keep them around because I wanted to fulfill these sexual fantasies that I had. But deep down inside, I didn't want to be with them like that. I wanted to be with the girl, to me, who was an ate up in the face with a banging body that I actually like, versus being with someone who's a 5 or 6 in the face, nice body. No, I want to be with her. I just want to have sex with her. That's how a lot of men think. So these women that are walking around that are lacking looks facially, you know, to that particular guy, he's going to want to use you for sex. That's just what it is. I see it all the time. And I remember meeting a girl. I'm gonna be honest, her face wasn't all that, but her body was nice. And she would tell me, like, man, men, they always, like, they never want to commit to me. Like, they just want to use me as like an experiment in the bedroom. And after they, you know, fulfill what they want in the bedroom with me, most times they just ghost me. And I said, why do you think that? And she straight up said, because I just feel like they want to have sex with me, but they don't want to be with me. And what it dawned on me, I was actually doing the same thing they were doing. And I was like, man, I'm not the only guy who thinks this. But I'm talking about past stuff. I don't act like this now. Now I may feel it, but I don't act on it because I know it's wrong. So, you know, me, like I said, as a man, I'm telling you, this is just human nature. And that's why we have a thing called self-discipline, delayed gratification. We practice these things and we get stronger as humans, but sometimes we give into our lower nature, and therefore we just dwell in our lower nature and we aren't aware of the things we're doing. We're just acting on our fleshly desires, right? Since I stopped doing that, I realized, yo, there's a lot wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? But since I acknowledge it, I've been better over the years now. You know, a man, like I said, he'll meet a girl that's not that fine in the face, nice body. He gonna think, I wonder what her head game like. Ooh, I wonder if she could take it from the back. Ooh, I want to have her like this. But it has nothing to do with being with that woman long term. End of the day, he don't care for her well-being. All he wants is that body. Ladies, if you're having sex with a man currently, take away the sex and see how long he stays. That's all I'm saying. See how long this man stays.
Let's have a look at some comments from the last video you just watched. And it's really crazy because the men don't even be a 5 or 6 themselves, and we're not gonna even talk about their body. No, we're not gonna body shame anyone here. People have to learn the difference between boys and men. A lot of people are being titled and are titling themselves correctly. Examine the mind. But what about her personality, her mindset, her skills, her talents? So many men don't care. Don't care if a woman has money or not. It's all about her being sexually attractive to them. That's why some people say men are very shallow. They don't care whether you've got the best character. It's all about what makes their D stand, what they find attractive. Basically, just date the guy who thinks you are a 10. Is that what he's saying? It's not about you dating a guy that thinks you're a 10. If a man is badly behaved, that man is badly behaved. If you like, become 100/10. That man will still treat you badly. He's still going to cheat on you. We've always heard men say, oh, I have a dream girl. I abandoned her because my dream girl chose me. She made time for me. She became available. This is what they do to the placeholders. They definitely do abandon them along the line when they feel like the girl, the kind of girl they want to be with, becomes available. And you would think, oh, he finally got his dream girl. That means it's going to be a relationship made in heaven. Nope. A badly behaved man is a badly behaved man, regardless of whoever he is with. If that man is a cheat, he's still going to cheat on that girl. Tell me why Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Tell me why popular celebrities, beautiful, gorgeous looking celebrities are being cheated on. Why? It's because the men they have are badly behaved men. It's not about your looks. Even if they claim they want a 10 or you're their dream girl, they will still cheat on you. It's about the content of the person. It's not what they're talking about. They all use such statements just to avoid being accountable and being responsible. A badly behaved man is a badly behaved man. He is still going to cheat. Have you not seen men cheating on beautiful, pretty, drop-dead, gorgeous women? Some men are sexually attracted to bigger ladies too, but we never be with them because of what the homeboys and society gonna think. True talk, true. So sad that a lot of dudes are damaging people like that. It's crazy. Many of them don't care. Very self-centered. Notice how he never even talks about personality. Don't care. If they go for a woman that is good, that has morals, that has good family value, family oriented, yeah, they're most likely to keep her at home. They will wife her. Yes, they are going to wife the plain Jane. That does not mean that it will stop them from going after their so-called dream girl. They will keep you at home as the wife to be making babies for them and taking care of their home and their life, while they will be out there cheating on you with those women they castigated in front of you, those slay queens, those OF workers. That is what some of them do. Men really have the audacity, nothing but that's it. I appreciate your honesty. Most guys will never admit how your physical appearance sets the tone on how they will treat you. I think I've made a video on this before. Beauty is currency with women. That is what men are chasing. Beauty. How you look. They don't care about any other thing. Most of them, not all of them. They will never admit to this, but this is the bitter truth. Have you asked yourself why so many men chase after OF ladies? Influencers? It's because of how they look, not because of their personality. They don't care about their personality. They care more about how they look, what their eyes are seeing. The male gaze, what their eyes are being fed. Don't let anyone deceive you. And a lot of men that patronize those platforms are married men. So what is the excuse?
A lot of men feel like women have a problem going 50-50 on the bills. They say it make me a roommate. That's not the case. I don't think modern women have a problem going 50-50 on the bill. They have a problem with going 50-50 on the bills, but they don't get 50% of the say. 50% of now you cooking for her, you cleaning for her, you taking the kids 50% of the times. The problem is when you agree to get into this 50-50 relationship when it comes to financially, that's all you consider. That's what a lot of modern women have a problem with. You go ghost when it's time for me to get 50-50 in other things. You acting like you too much of a man to pick up a mop, to load the dishwasher, to help with the homework. But yet you ain't too much of a man to accept the half of a rent payment that I give you to our mortgage. That's the problem that a lot of modern women are facing today. He's going to say, well, I mow the grass and I clean the gutters, things that happen once a week. But I tell you, the diapers need changing every day.
I hope we've not lost track. This video is still on what to expect as a woman that has decided to date men in 2025. This is still the topic. I'm just talking about things to expect. So let's talk about the 50-50 guys. Some guys are of the opinion that if a woman is not willing to go 50-50 with them, they are not interested. They want you to split bills, everything 50-50. You go on a date, you pay 50%, they pay 50%. If both of you are cohabiting, you pay 50% of the bills, they pay 50% of the bills. If you're married to them, you pay 50% of the bills, they pay 50% of the bills. They are focused on the finances. But when it comes to the running of the house, the mental load, the mental thinking, the reasoning, they don't want 50-50. When it comes to domestic chores, they don't want 50-50. When it comes to getting pregnant, they don't want 50-50. Let's don't even move that far. Let's don't talk about having a baby. Let's don't talk about marriage. Let's just focus on relationship. Do you know, even if you're single as a woman and you decide to do 50-50 with a man, that man is cheating you. Do you know why? When you have sex with that man, he pulls in, he pulls out. That's it. He goes about his life. That is not same with you. When you have sex, you have a lot of hormonal changes. It affects your mental health. It affects your emotion. And then you get to think about, oh, did he pull out? Did he put this stuff inside? Oh, you have to take contraceptives. That affects your body. You have symptoms. Can 50-50 solve that? Obviously no. Then let's say you fall pregnant. You also have to deal with that. Can 50-50 solve that? Nope. So if a man is deciding to do 50-50 with you, that man should be ready to be your roommate. No sex, no intimacy. Both of you just stay in your individual space and split the bills. That's what 50-50 can do. But you cannot be talking about 50-50 when you're talking about having sex with a woman you're dating, having children, impregnating her. 50-50 is not going to work. And as a man, if you're demanding 50-50, also consider the domestic chores. Who's going to do it? You hear 50-50 men demanding 50-50, but they don't want to cook, don't want to clean. They still expect that woman to do the cooking and cleaning. So what's the whole 50-50 all about? Selfish man. They want to reap where they're not sowing.
You know why men saying let's go 50-50 is the biggest scam? Because in every relationship, women always do more. Always. And if you have kids, game over. Not even the best man in the world can truly pull his weight once you become a mom. Like, you will always have done more. First of all, you're birthing the child, right? You're literally putting your health at risk. And then the postpartum hormones that you have to, it's all crazy. So if you have kids, there is no man in the entire world that is ever going to pull his weight like you do. The mental load of being a mom will always outweigh. It's always like 70-30. Women are always the 70%. If a man says he wants to go 50-50 with you, he also means he wants you to pull your weight financially. He wants you to do everything in the house. He wants you to have the kids. Men who are like masculine, good men don't even say 50-50. Like, it's so gross. I can't even say it with like taking it seriously because I don't even have men in my circles that talk like that. And who say women should go 50-50 in relationships want to drain the life out of you. They want to run you ragged. They want to siphon everything from you. And honestly, they want you to play mommy. They want you to be their mommy figure. That means they want you to be working. They want you to take care of everything around the house. They want you to cook the meals and take care of children. Like, that's not its own thing. All in and of itself. Stay away from these men that say they want to go 50-50. Like, I can't even say that seriously. It's like, duh.
If you're thinking about dating in 2025, even 2026, also consider to look out for the situationship guys here. Some guys know from the get-go that they don't want to be in a relationship with you. This is kind of similar with the placeholder. The placeholder one is that they're going to put a name to it. Yeah, they're going to put a name to it, but they'll just use you. But with situationship, they don't want to put a name to it. They don't want the both of you to be in a relationship, but they want the benefits that comes with being in a relationship with a woman. When you ask them, what are we doing? Oh, let's go with the flow. Oh, let's go with the flow. I don't want pressure. No, don't pressure me. Oh, my last relationship, it ended because we gave it a name. Giving it a name comes with pressure. I don't want that. Oh, when you give it a name, people are going to be so nosy. They want to know, oh, these two are together. I don't want such attention. But you want the benefit that comes with being in a relationship with that woman. Make it make sense. Don't let anyone deceive you. That man does not like you. Doesn't like you to the point that he wants to date you, but he likes you to the point that he wants to be sleeping with you. Some will even target friends with benefits, besties that shift pant. Do you know what that means? They are forming best friends. Oh, she's my bestie. He's my bestie. Then he takes every opportunity that comes. If you're not being careful, he's going to slide into your VJJ. They're very cunning. Don't find yourself in such a position. Say no to it. Have strict boundaries. I know some women like it. This is for the women that don't even know what it is. They have no idea that it does exist. Some women are currently in this position and they're hoping, oh, he's going to ask me out someday. Oh, we're going to be together. Nope. If he's not doing it now, he's not going to do it. Don't pressure a man to date you.
When a man tells you that he doesn't want a relationship or anything serious or any type of commitment, believe him the first time and run the other way. Some men will tell you that, but then they'll turn around and do everything that people in relationships do. Y'all talk on the phone or FaceTime every day or every other day. You'll meet his friends and some of his family members. You'll start doing little nice, cute things for him. Y'all might even start telling each other y'all love each other. Some of y'all might even get intimate with one another. And deep down, you know that you want to really be with him, but you trying to lie to yourself and make it seem like that's not what you want. And then what's going to happen is you're going to fall for him and want something more. And he's going to say, oh, I told you I didn't want nothing serious. I told you I didn't want a relationship. Yet he's going to continue to do everything that people in relationships do. He's using you. Those men are the most selfish and master manipulators. And quite frankly, they're cowards. What Bob Marley said, a man who awakens a woman's love for him with no intentions of loving her is a coward. Believe men when they say it. Because if you somehow think that, oh, I'm just going to like continue to talk to him anyway, even though deep down I know I might fall for him and I know I want a relationship with him, I'm going to continue on talking to him because maybe one day he'll probably want a relationship with me. You are a fool. You're a fool. And you're lying to yourself. So when a man tell you he not ready for no relationship or he don't want a relationship, believe him the first time and run the other way. Stop lying to yourself. You know you want to be in a relationship. You know that deep down that's really what you want. Like, you know that's what you want. But some of y'all will lie to yourselves and make it seem like that's not what you want because you still want to talk to this man. And if he's a manipulator and a user, he's going to allow you to keep talking to him. He's going to continue to accept the nice things you do for him. And he's going to even say things like, oh, don't do anything in hopes that I'm going to make you my girlfriend because I'm not. But then still turn around and accept the things that you do for him because he's using you. Because a real man is going to say, you know, I see that you're doing all these nice things for me. And, you know, I want to remind you that I said I didn't want a relationship. So I'm not going to accept this. And I think that it's better that we just like stay platonic or like stay friends or not even talk at all because I can't reciprocate the energy that you're giving me. I can't be what you want. And I know that nothing you do or say is going to change my mind. So I think it's better we just cut this off and leave this alone. That's what a real man would do. But a coward and a lame and a man who wants the benefits of being in your presence and he wants the benefits and the access to you, he's gonna allow you to keep doing those things because he wants to get the benefits, but he doesn't want to commit. But that's what a coward does. So run the other way. He say he don't want a relationship, believe him, cut it off, and keep going. Don't talk to him in hopes that one day he's going to change his mind, because what's going to happen is you're going to start chasing him and he's going to start acting like he's the prize and he's not going to reciprocate any of the energy, and you're going to be left looking like a fool with wasted time and a broken heart from a man you weren't even with. Save yourself the stress, baby. Run the other way.
I was in a situationship for 3.5 years. Let that sink in. And this man actually ruined my life. But let's talk about it. Like, as women, we go through one life-changing event where one man traumatizes us, and they never really leave our brain. I thought this man was my soulmate. I thought we were gonna have babies, get married, the whole American dream. We didn't. That didn't happen. We were together for just the hanky-panky, if you get my drift. He actively told me that he was not ready for a relationship. But did I listen? Absolutely fucking not. Because I thought I was Bob the Builder over here and that I could fix it. Spoiler alert, no, I couldn't. This man had the emotional intelligence of a brick. No PDA, no commitment, no date nights, no fucking flowers. Mr. Delusional over here somehow thought he still loves me because I'm blind. Meanwhile, he was out here texting other women, flirting with other women, going out with other women. But me, when I went out with my girls, just how I wanted to, did what I wanted to do, World War fucking 3 started. I was 3 years deep into this relationship when one day I woke up with a sensation that controlled my whole body, and my radar went off and went, this man has cheated. So I ran my little mouth and went, sir, what have you done? And he came clean, like that. So I went, absolutely fucking not. This is where I draw the line. Goodbye. Now, he went, I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I'll do anything. I'll change. The boy fed me every line in the fucking book. And yes, I believed it. This whole time I was playing housewife, cooking, cleaning, doing the man's fucking laundry. For what? For who? For why? To all my girlies out there, this is your sign, because if his actions don't match his words, he doesn't love you. You don't need a man to complete you. You just need to focus on you. The right love won't have you questioning your worth, and if you feel like you are, it's time to leave. And if you're in a situationship, you can't fix him, you can't save him, and it's not your job to do that. You deserve better.
Let's talk about the wife material kind of man. You're most likely to meet some men walking around the streets, going on podcasts, talking about wife material. They want a woman that has the wife material trait. Hearing wife material does sound good, does sound right, doesn't it? Of course it does, but you wouldn't want to be that. Let me explain. When a man says that he wants a woman that is a wife material, most of the time he's talking about a maid that has no voice. He's looking for a doormat. He's looking for someone that is agreeable, someone that is docile, someone that is not going to challenge his decisions, his actions, someone that will not hold him accountable and demand him to be responsible. That's basically what most of them are talking about. Someone that believes in the whole traditional roles, traditional marriage kind of a thing. You take care of the home, you do the house chores, while he goes out there and do the little portion of the relationship, which is bringing in money. Finances is just a little part of provision. He just wants to do the bare minimum, but expects you to do the most. That's what most of them mean by I want a wife material. I know some women are out there shaping and forming themselves to fit into a man's desire, a man's list of wife material. You don't want to do that to yourself. If you're already doing that, you have to stop it. No, don't do that. If a man is not willing to meet you halfway, if that man is not willing to be a partner, if that man is not willing to respect your boundaries, if he's not willing to acknowledge you as a human being, you have no business being in a relationship with such a person. Doing that obviously means you hate yourself, and that relationship, I tell you, will not last. Even if you make it to last, you force it to last, you will be the one miserable. The interesting thing is this: most men out there seeking for wife material are not even husband material. They don't even know what it is to be a husband material. They don't even come close to meeting such requirement. But they're out there talking about wife material. Please, ladies, do not make yourself to be anyone's wife material. It is partnership. A man should respect you, you respect him. A man should acknowledge you as a human being and treat you accordingly. Likewise, you.
When I see a girl that's quiet, stays in small circles, keeps to herself, posts herself once a month, isn't in every guy's face, and looks mad every time you see her, wife. Immediately. I don't need to know anything else. She could rob me blind, and I'd apologize for blinking too loud in her presence. Okay, she doesn't have attitude. She's got mystery. She's not mean. She has boundaries. Okay, she's not antisocial. She's allergic to nonsense. She's not posting much. Cool, great. Now when I get to see her in real life, it's like a rare sighting. You know, her circle's so small, it's really a triangle. She's got two friends she's known forever, and one of them is her mother. Okay, when she walks past me in the house, like I'm not even there, with a resting don't talk to me face, good, I wasn't gonna anyway. I'll just love you silently, from a safe, respectful 12-foot distance. Because this is not just a girl. This is a novella. This is a whole personality, wrapped in lip gloss and quiet rage.
Ladies, let me let you in on something. When a man says that a woman is wife material, he's not just talking about cooking or cleaning. It's much deeper than that. Let me unpack it for you. First thing is that men admire a woman who has emotional stability. This is not about being perfect. This is about a woman who can handle challenges with grace and being able to handle challenges without turning everything into chaos. Secondly, support and partnership. Men want someone who's going to be in their corner, somebody that's going to cheer them on, somebody that they can build a life together with. It's about being his teammate, not just somebody who's along for a ride. Number 3, shared values. Whether it's faith, family goals, or a life vision, men want someone who's aligned with what they're actually working towards. It's about being on the same page when it matters the most. Lastly, authenticity. Forget trying to be Mrs. Perfect. men see through that. What men value is someone who's real, confident, and comfortable being themselves. So here's the truth. Being wife material is not about what you do for a man. It's about who you are with him. It's that connection, trust, and partnership that makes him think, yeah, she's the one. Don't overthink it. Just be you. Peace.
The last speaker said the man wants a woman that will be his teammate. He didn't say he wants a woman that they can form a team together. His teammate. He's obviously making everything about himself. It's like going out there and shopping for a woman that will help enhance your life. We all know this is how men think when they think about women, when they think about marriage. Go find yourself a woman that will fix your life for you. They often don't think the women that are doing the fixing are humans and they also need their life to be fixed. They don't see it from that angle. It's none of their business. He spoke about he wants the woman to support him emotionally, be there for him. Who is going to be there for her? You would often hear them say they want a woman that will give them peace of mind. I don't get it. You get peace when you give peace. You cannot be cheating and expecting her to keep quiet and give you peace of mind. That is the kind of women they're looking for. When they cheat, when they misbehave, they don't want to be questioned. They don't want to be confronted. They don't want to be held accountable. They want women that will sweep that under the rug and move on like nothing happened. That is what they're looking out for when they're talking about wife material. And for the emotional support aspect, they want you to be there for them emotionally, but they don't want to reciprocate that gesture. They don't want women that will demand that from them, but they want women that will give that to them.
I'm telling you, I'm just telling you because I'm trying to be honest with you. I just want to be honest.
Oh, okay.
You always preach honesty is the thing that we...
This is what you're trying to be honest about right now? Because you lie about every fucking thing else.
But I'm telling you the truth right now. If I could have easily just came home and just acted normal, then you would have been normal. But I'm telling you the truth. Yes, I cheated on you.
Oh my God.
Yes, I fucked her. It's cool.
No, it's not cool.
But if I didn't tell you, then you wouldn't know.
But you decided to stay with me.
I'm literally
you decided to be with me and do that instead of just breaking up with me.
But you talking about the past. I'm telling you what happened. It just happened.
I think the thing that bothers me the most about men logic behind cheating is they act as if women don't still get temptation too and still decide to be faithful. They act like once you get with them, no matter if they doing you right or wrong, that your desire is always for them. And they always use the excuse that temptation took over them when y'all were having problems or issues within a relationship. See, it's the cockiness and one-sidedness of thinking, just because you're unhappy within a relationship doesn't mean that you're going outside every day and still getting approached by attractive men who are sometimes offering more than what you can give her. We turn them down for not only the respect of ourselves, but for the respect of you as well and not wanting to hurt you. So the fact that your spirit gets so weak to the point that you make it seem like you can't or don't protect us the same way is so wild. Then they always screaming, oh, the intimacy changed, the love changed, the happiness changed, so you think it changed for just you. It's the selfishness of thinking we are always satisfied. It's really an excuse and all of that is different. It's in a man's nature shit. It's pure manipulation. Cheating is a choice and don't ever let nobody keep choosing to fuck over you. You left your ex alone and met him. You think you can't leave him and meet another dude? Free game, ladies.
Many modern men out there are cheating with audacity. They feel entitled to it. It's not just with modern men. We've seen this with forefathers, ancestors. They did that in the past. And it's worse with the current. They feel like them telling you that they cheated is them doing you a favor. I'm pretty sure we saw the video clip. Talking about honesty. You being honest, does it absolve you of the fact that you cheated? Does it wipe away your sins? Does it mean you're not a free man from the sin you committed? You cheated. You're not acknowledging the emotional damage. You're not seeing that you wronged that woman, but you're capitalizing on the fact that you spoke about it. So because of that, it should be a ground for her to forgive you. How selfish can someone be? How other way can we define selfishness if not using this man as an example? It's the audacity for me. So his argument is based on the fact that he came home to tell her that he cheated. And he's saying everything is okay. Obviously, everything can never be okay. She rightly said, if you knew you were going to cheat, you would have just broken up with her. But no, men want to eat their cake and have it. It's all about them having access to as many women as possible. So breaking up, nah, they wouldn't want to consider that. They'd rather have you there and cheat on you. When they're done cheating, they'll come back to you with STI diseases without even letting you know what they've done. And this one thinks he's doing her a favor because he told her. Of course, they can easily say other men don't even say. I just felt like I should tell you, so you should be grateful. That mindset is the same mindset they come with when they come to ask you out or marry you. Or because you're with them, you should be grateful they picked you. Don't fall into that trap. And for the women that choose to stay with a man that cheated on them, you are risking your life. I say this all the time. It is a huge risk. Many men are out there with sexually transmitted diseases, infection. They are infecting people. Just be careful. Let's take some comments from the last. Lack of a roster doesn't mean lack of waiting list. It is premeditated. He thought about it, planned it, and did it. Cheating is never a mistake. It's their usual line. Oh, it was a mistake. Oh, I got tempted. Nope, you never got tempted. It wasn't a mistake. It was something you planned. You don't walk on the street with your D sticking out. Even if you did, I don't think you fell on her VJJ that was open. No, you pulled your pants down. You brought out your D and you went in. So it was never a mistake. You can only make me believe that your cheating act is a mistake or was a mistake if you did it in public. If a woman was lying down with her legs wide open and you were walking on the street with your D sticking out and you were pushed and accidentally fell into her stuff, that is the only excuse of it was a mistake that makes sense to me. If that's not the case, every other cheating is never a mistake, was never a mistake. It was done intentionally. Don't let anyone brainwash you with that. It was a mistake. Oh, she tempted me. If you felt she tempted you, why didn't you find your way out? Why did you not resist temptation? Why did you give in? Okay, this lady says, if I stay after he cheats, I'm cheating on him for life. Sweetheart, I don't think it's best for you to stay after he cheats. It's best for you to walk away for your own mental health and for your own health safety. Always blaming us when it's really them. Of course, they have to blame us just to feel good. Cheating is a choice. True talk. They really do be acting like that. I face temptations daily from far better established men. Both men and women see men. For example, if the woman, she sees a man that is hotter than her husband. That's if she's married or she has a boyfriend. She sees a man that has more money than her husband, that is more established. That alone is temptation, but that is not a ground for her to go cheat. But with men, when they see a woman that is prettier, hotter than the woman they have, they are tempted to sleep with that woman. And most of them carry on to sleep with that woman. So what are you saying? Are you the only one that is being tempted? Hell no. Truth, my cheater looked stunned when I told him, you really think I never had opportunity or desire? Looks like only one of us has standards. I came off of a work assignment because of a man. He showed interest and had financial means to do what he promised, and so much more, while I went home to my power being cut off and having to pawn all of my gold jewelry while being married to a husband that was a serial cheat. I'm divorced and at peace. Cheating ain't a mistake, it's something planned. My needs were very clearly not met, but I never went dumpster diving for validation.
Many men use the women that they have sex with as STD testing. In our current dating culture and society, it is not uncommon for people to be hooking up with multiple people at once without doing the proper things to ensure their sexual health, like regular testing. I found this to be common amongst men particularly, and a lot of men may carry diseases that they may not even present and can only be notified of if they have sex with a woman. Things like HPV or any other latent disorders that haven't made themselves known. They'll have sex with women and they'll wait to either hear a report back or not hear a report back on what they actually have themselves. So instead of getting tested, they're using the sexual experience you share together as the test itself, and then hearing word back from you to let them know what they need to do in regards to their own sexual health. Recently, straight women have been cited as one of the groups where STDs, specifically HIV amongst Black women, is spreading the quickest, and I think this is something we need to highlight. Make sure you are choosing responsible sexual partners. Make sure you yourself are getting tested regularly, and demand to see the test results of your partner if you feel so necessary. If somebody is ready to lay down with you and to exchange sexual and bodily fluids, they should be willing to show you their test results.
Yes, I did literally almost die from STDs that my boyfriend gave me. He was completely asymptomatic. I have no idea how long he had those STD for. I don't know how long he was having sex with other people and giving it to other women. And when I found out that he had given me STDs, I demanded that he go tell every sexual partner he had, and he refused, which is part of the reason I now have an open case against him, because he's like knowingly giving STDs to women. But you need to know, if you're a woman and you are sexually active, STIs and STDs will impact you more than they will impact a man. This is because our reproductive system is internal. The cervix is basically like a haven for bacteria. So once bacteria is in there, it's fucking hard to get rid of. A man can be completely asymptomatic for years. And women can be asymptomatic for a long time as well. I was essentially asymptomatic. The only real symptoms I had for the first 3 months that I had it, without knowing that I had it, were I felt kind of like dizzy and nauseous occasionally, and I was having cramps, like abdominal cramps, but I have endometrioma. So I wrote all of those symptoms off as, I'm a woman, like this is just what we deal with. So by the time that I realized something was very wrong and went and got tested, I was actually hospitalized because I was near septic. I almost died. I was on antibiotics for more than 4 months. I was on IV antibiotics. I needed so much medical support, racked up hospital bills. And the length, duration, and significance of that infection has left me with a permanent heart arrhythmia. So yes, STIs and STDs are more dangerous for women, and everyone should be aware of that. And even if you're in a monogamous relationship, you should be getting tested regularly. Sorry.
Those are some of the things you might be facing if you decide to date in 2025. It doesn't mean that as a lady that is choosing to date, you're going to fall in the wrong hands. But should you fall into the wrong hand, you're most likely to experience these points I already highlighted in the video. So be careful, stay smart, stay woke. If your desire is to be with a man, you have to have strict boundaries. Don't go into a relationship being a naive girl, a naive woman. Men love naive women. Men love it when women don't know what they're up to. So stay smart, learn what you're supposed to learn, and don't let men use you. Don't fall prey. Let me know what you think about this video. Do you have any other point to add? Feel free to add it in the comment section. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also share this video with your friends, loved ones, and well-wishers, even your enemies. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for your support. I do appreciate it.